Every business has something that's hard about it.
Read 100 books on sales, but the first 1,000 came in and crushed all the records that ever done on sales.
Have you ever felt like you're running as fast as you can, but you're still in the same place?
Most people live the same 6 months 100 times in a row and then they die.
You get your paycheck, you pay your rent, you buy some food, and at the end of the month, there's almost nothing left. Most people think the answer is to work more hours. They think, if I just get a second job or work overtime, I'll finally get ahead. But Alex Hormozi says that is a trap. He says that most people are actually working themselves into a hole they can't get out of. The brutal truth is that you aren't poor because you don't work hard. You're poor because you're trading a limited resource, which is your time, for a fixed amount of money. Today, I'm going to show you why the math you were taught in school is wrong, and how Hormozi went from zero to over $100 million by changing just one thing. Let's talk about your savings for a second. Imagine your money is like an ice cube. You put it in the freezer and you think it's safe, but the door is slightly open. Every single day, that ice cube melts a little bit. That is what inflation does to your money. If you save $1,000 today, it might buy a laptop. In 5 years, that same $1,000 might only buy the keyboard and the mouse. This is why Hormozi says saving is a losing game. Rich people don't save to keep money. They save to buy assets. An asset is something that puts money back into your pocket while you sleep. A job is not an asset. A car is not an asset. Your skills are the greatest assets you will ever own. If you have the skill to fix a problem that a business has, that business will pay you forever. You don't need a boss. You need a solution. But success is not a straight line. There is a story about Alex that most people don't know. At one point, he had 6 gyms and a thriving business. Then, almost overnight, a bad business partner and a problem with his bank caused him to lose almost everything. He was left with only $1,000 to his name. Imagine that. You work for years, you build a mini empire, and then you wake up and you're basically back at zero. Most people would have quit. They would have said, I tried and it didn't work. Let me go get a safe job. But Alex didn't. He knew that even though the money was gone, the skills he learned while building those gyms were still in his head. You can take a man's money, but you can't take his ability to make it back. He used his last bit of money to fly to another gym and show them how to make a profit. He told the owner, I will work for free, and you only pay me if I make you money. That is the power of a high-value skill. When you are that good, you can make an offer that people feel stupid saying no to. Now, a lot of people see this, and they try to start a side hustle. They try to sell things online. Then they hear about a new crypto coin. Then they try to start a YouTube channel. They spend 2 weeks on each thing, and when they don't see money immediately, they quit. Hormozi compares this to a video game. Imagine you are playing a game and you find a spot where monsters keep appearing. Every time you beat one, it drops gold. This is called a spawn point. In real life, most people find a spawn point, they get a little bit of gold, and then they get bored. They leave that spot to go find a new level. That is a huge mistake. The secret to wealth is finding the one thing that works and sitting there for 8 hours a day, jamming that button until you are maxed out. You don't need 10 ways to make money. You need one way that works, and you need to do it until you are the best in the world. So, how do you actually increase your value? You build a skill stack. Let's say you learn how to edit videos. That's one skill. You're worth maybe $20 an hour. But then, you learn how to tell a good story. Now you're worth $50 an hour. Then, you learn how to run ads for those videos. Now, you aren't just an editor, you are a growth expert. You can charge $5,000 a month. You didn't go back to college. You didn't get a degree. You just stacked simple skills on top of each other. This is exactly what Alex did. He didn't just own a gym. He learned sales, he learned marketing, and he learned how to lead a team. Those 3 skills combined made him a millionaire. What skills are you stacking right now? Or are you just repeating the same year of experience 10 times? There is another trap people fall into. Most people spend 2 hours getting ready to work. They clean their desk, they get the perfect coffee, they put on the right music. Alex says this is a waste of time. Wealth is created by shrinking the gap between thinking about a task and actually doing it. Rich people don't have fancy rituals. They just start working the moment they wake up. They don't wait for the right mood. They just do the work. There are 2 paths you can take after watching this video. Path A is the safe path. You keep your job, you keep saving a few dollars, and you hope that in 30 years, the world is nice to you. It feels safe, but it's actually the riskiest thing you can do because you have zero control over your future. Path B is the Hormozi path. It's scary. It means spending your weekends learning. It means failing and looking like a fool. It means being the weird person in your friend group who doesn't go out on Friday nights. But in 2 or 3 years, while everyone else is still complaining about their boss, you will own your time. The brutal truth is that nobody is coming to save you. No government and no boss is going to make you rich. You have to do it yourself. Every dollar you spend today on things that don't make you money is a piece of your freedom you are giving away. Imagine if you spent that money on a book or a tool to learn a skill instead. If you're ready to choose the harder path, leave a comment below saying, "I'm stacking." It lets me know you're serious about this journey. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more deep dives into the math of wealth. I'll see you in the next one.